Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all the C1 members across the world. This is Molly. As we close out November and prepare for an important transition into the final month of this year, we would like to give you a concise but complete update on the key developments shaping our direction heading into 2026. Let me begin with our recent Power Days event brought members from all around the world into our Dubai headquarters for a close look at C1. Now you can see the short video from C1 back office that met the teams, hear from the leaders, and saw the vision behind our upcoming roadmap, with the presentation from Metaverse, Scape, an update from C1 Travel, C1 Finley, and our Web3 divisions. All the members walk away with a clear understanding of where the ecosystem is heading, and that brings me directly to the next point, because what happened at Power Day is not just a recap, it's connected to the strategic decisions we are making right now. On the 1st of December, the Corbett reduction took effect. This adjustment is part of our long-term plan to stabilize distribution, protect token value, and ensure sustainable growth as the ecosystem expands. Now, while those adjustments focus on strengthening the long-term foundation of our ecosystem, I want to shift to something that celebrates the leaders who drive the growth of our community. It is the perfect moment to talk about one of the most exciting rewards we have in the near future, which is C1 Bali incentive trip. And I want to pass it over to my colleague and friend, Mr. Kai.
Thank you, Molly. Hello, dear leaders and members of our amazing C1 family. C1 World 2025 has delivered moments and moments of pure excitement. Nothing but electrifying energy in the room, quite like the reveal of the 2026 incentive trip destination, which is Bali. Now, a place where luxury meets adventure, where the beautiful tropical becomes the backdrop of the world-class experience and the memories that stays with you for a lifetime. And now the qualifying period has already officially opened and the race has already begun. From the 20th of October to the 20th of January 2026, every single action you bring one step closer to claiming your place on this extraordinary journey. This exciting moment, your chance to lead from the front, motivate your network, and perform in a high gear and all in on your goals. And here's the truth, qualifying is easier than you may think. When you have a clear strategy, when you use every promotion and every opportunity C1 gives you, the path becomes simple. Now, let's talk about qualifications. For Tier 1 qualifying, you will need 3000 BP from PGV, your personal group volume. You will need a 45 BP in your lesser leg and 5 AP in your personal points every month. For Tier 2 premium rooms, you need 4000 BP in your PGV, 75 BP in your lesser leg, and 5 AP every month for the 4 months of qualifying period. For the ultra premium rooms, you need 5000 BP from PGV and 110,000 BP in your lesser leg. Of course, with the 5 AP per month for every month, which is 4 months to get these rooms. Of course, if you are a new joiner from January 1st, 2025 or afterwards, you are able to qualify as well. You need 2000 BP in your PGV and 15 BP in your lesser leg. Of course, the personal 5 AP points are required for every month for the qualification as well. Now, with all that being said and done, if you stay focused, if you stay consistent, you will become among the most top leaders standing with us in Bali, enjoying everything that paradise has to offer. This promotion is your fuel, your leverage, your momentum to build. So rally your teams, sharpen your presentation, push with confidence and purpose, and together let's claim our spot in Bali 2026 for the next chapter of C1 success. Now, that would be all for me. I would now like to pass this opportunity and forward to our next step and talk about what C1 has to offer next for all our leaders and members. We would like to welcome Raj.
All right. This is Scape, the new venture that we are talking about. And I know a lot of you have already heard about it. Some of you know a bit of pieces about it. Some of you have actually attended the call on Sunday where the entire depth of Scape was spoken about. But before I go ahead on Scape, it's time for me to introduce with us the community director of Scape, a person who has a great depth of knowledge, experience in the gaming, NFT, and Web3 space, a person who was here with us at the Power Days last week, a person who has been an instrumental factor in developing and staging Scape to its next level. Dear leaders, let's welcome the community director of Scape, Marcus, with us. Marcus.
Hey Raj, hello C1. How's everyone doing today?
All good. Great to see you again, Marcus, and thank you for always being on different calls. And I know that in the next few days we'd be doing quite a few calls with different markets as well for Scape. Now over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's always fun to see those short clips of the games because there's so much more to it, right? But everything has its time and a place according to a launched strategy. So I'm sure that over the coming weeks, you guys will see a lot more in depth what Scape is and what Scape is becoming. So I'm excited for all of that. So before we dive into more details about Scape, let's start at the beginning, talking about the potential of building the first functional metaverse. And I told him, I know why it cannot be done. It's because of the back-end infrastructure that is related to a computer game. And as long as the traditional back-end infrastructure, and Bastian started laughing and he said, you know what, Marcus, that's exactly what I'm here to talk about. So we spoke for about 2 hours. Okay, I'm on board, let's do this. So I've been doing this for almost 2.5 years now with Scape. But more about Bastian. He started in a history in finance, working with big finance companies. He's always been a very passionate gamer and has always seen the same issue that I've seen, that building multiplayer games is way too expensive and only the AAA gaming studios can do so. So Bastian set out on a mission to challenge the traditional gaming market and the way the industry works and how multiplayer games are created. Everyone told him he was crazy. I heard it myself. But he managed to prove them wrong by creating the technology called Lemur today, which we're going to dive into a little bit more also. So with over 12 years of experience in the gaming industry, Bastian has now created what we call Scape. We had a team of over 140 people inside of it, working on Scape, bringing the vision to life. This has been from 7 years ago until this day. So that's a long time for a product to be developed before reaching the market. And C1 is the C1 member is thanks to C1 in a position to be part of this journey as we go to market. So I'm super excited to dive into more details. Now you have to understand more about the team and more about the complexity about what we're building and all of the amazing people that we have working on Scape. We'll start off with the COO, Johan, who is an amazing guy at structuring and building companies. He's worked on some of the biggest games in the whole gaming industry, Rage 2, Arc Raiders, and even tons of more games. I could continue for days. He had a quick stop at H&M. I'm sure everyone knows what H&M is because they really wanted him, but he's back into the gaming industry because he also saw the potential in Scape. Moving over to Casey, he's a product director. Like Johan, he has worked on some of the biggest games in the world, such as Battlefield and Helldivers. Then we have our two tech directors, one specifically focusing on the tech called Lemur, that I'm sure you guys have heard all about, but we'll dive more into that as well. And then we have Christoph, who is working mainly on the tech direction for the Scape ecosystem to intertwine with the Lemur technology. And then, of course, we have me, the community and commercial director. I've been in the crypto space for more than 7 years, and I have been dreaming of a vision where multiple games can live inside of one gaming world and give back ownership to the players. And that's exactly what Scape is. It's not limited to one game. It's not limited to one art style. We could potentially, in the future, have all of the games inside of Scape. And that's what I'm most excited about. Now, this page, we should probably stop and look for a second because this is a very nice setup we have here. This is the board of directors. So looking at the first one on the deck, you have Steve Scopeletti. He's actually a friend of mine. He's one of the smartest people I know. And he was the CIO at Goldman Sachs. So that's one of the highest positions you can have at one of the largest banks in the world. So extremely intelligent. He came to us and said, this sounds very interesting, but I need to see that it's true, everything you're saying. So he actually had a team of X amount of people doing a 3-month due diligence before he invested millions of dollars himself into Scape and Brink. And now he's on board and he is on the board of Scape, giving us great directions of where to go and great advice. Now, jumping over to the next person, not to say the least, just as exciting and as inspiring as Steve, we have Timo Soininen. Timo Soininen built one of the biggest gaming studios in the world and sold it for, I believe it was $600 million at least, called Small Giant Games. You can look it up. Extremely experienced within the industry, knows exactly the key market strategies, where to go. So we're getting great advice from him as well on where to go with Scape, and having him on the board is definitely a luxury. Now, the third one we have here is called Rickard Zetterberg. He actually won the prize as Sweden's best entrepreneur. He is a multi entrepreneur. He's built multiple companies and everyone has been equally as successful. So we're very happy to have him on the board as well. Looking at this setup, it's very rare that companies have this kind of setup. And we're super excited to have them because it's not only proof that we have a great team, but it's proof that these people will not back up a project that they do not believe in. So like I said, so far we started back in 2018 with an idea, a vision that everyone said was impossible. But Bastian has been fighting for these 7 years at least, trying to prove everyone that this industry can be disrupted, just as Spotify disrupted the music industry, just as Amazon disrupted its whole industry. Scape is doing the same for the gaming industry. So back in 2018, the research, the prototype, everything started. Now, fast forward to 2026, we've invested over $35 million. We worked on the development. We've done more research. We had 140 people on the team. The amount of work that has been put into this product is absolutely insane. And you as a C1 member, thanks to C1, get in just before the fun starts happening. So I'm super excited to invite you all to be part of this journey with us. Let's move on to the next one here. So what's next? So the gaming industry is 3 billion people. That's a crazy number. It's bigger than most industries combined. Now, what's next for Scape? We're launching to PC first on Steam, one of the most recognizable platforms out there. Then, of course, with our technology, we're not limited to one platform, so it will be on all of the platforms. PC, mobile, console, and VR headsets are also available. The limitations are not there because of the backend infrastructure we call Lemur. The technology completely revolutionized the amount of stuff that we can do inside of Scape. So as I said, thanks to C1, you guys, the C1 members, get to join us as we fast forward to the beginning of 2026. The C1 members will be the first one to enter the game. You will be the first one to be able to have access to all of the information that other people don't. So I'm very excited for what's coming. Well, let's move on to the next slide here. So this really is an opportunity I'd say I would never want to miss. That's why I joined Scape 2.5 years ago, because I saw the opportunity of being part of a revolution to an industry. And that's exactly what we're doing here. What we're working on is quality way above everyone else. We want to have everything at top tier. That's why we've hired the people that we've hired. That's why we have the board we have. And we are building what I believe is the next generation virtual world built with high quality gameplay and advanced technology. Scape combines gaming, creativity, and digital rewards to create a powerful new opportunity for C1 members to partake. Perfect. So it's quite interesting, right? Me coming from the crypto space, I've seen all of the gaming tokens taking off. I'm sure you guys heard of Gala Games and other games out there. But there seem to be two different positions they end up in within the ecosystem. So you have the semi-successful games. They end up between $200 to $500 million market cap. Then you also have the second batch, which I call the semi-hyped games. So far, I'm still trying to find something that can compete to Scape, but I haven't. But they're swerving around $600 to $900 million market cap. But that's the Web3 gaming industry. What Scape is doing is something that merges or bridges traditional gaming, Web3 gaming, and you guys, which is going to be extremely interesting to see. So Scape is giving you guys the opportunity here to come in, thanks to C1, at the earliest stage of the token. Now, what does that mean? If you look at this whole list of these tokens, when all of them go to market, they go to market for you guys to buy in at a $300 million, $500 million, $600 million market cap, meaning the valuation is quite high. So the potential of that token is very low. So when we spoke with C1, C1 said, the only way we're presenting this to our community is that they get in at the earliest stage of the token sale. So you guys will get in way before this, down at underneath $100 million market cap. So you guys can reap and reward with us. As we grow, it's not just we're going to benefit, you guys are going to benefit, and we're going to grow it together. So we're going to take it to the top of this list. But for Scape, it doesn't end here because we're not limited to the Web3 space. So looking at the bigger picture, with Scape, we're able to take it from 10, 20, 30 to $40 billion market cap because the Web3 space is very limited. But Scape, with our technology, we're already talking to studios that's going to build within Scape. It's not one game. It's not two games. It can be hundreds of games within the same gaming world. Now, if you look at Roblox, Fortnite, they have an evaluation of $40 billion. And even they do not have the technology that we do. So we strongly believe that thanks to our Lemur technology, we will be able to challenge these giants and potentially even beat them. And I'm super excited that C1 has the opportunity again to take this whole journey with us and not joining us at a super high market cap, because this is a journey we're going to make together. And C1 has made it very clear that the members will be part of the full journey, and it's going to be extremely fun to see what we can do together. So I also added a few slides here just to give you somewhat of an idea of what Scape is, what we're building, what does it look like. Now, on the left-hand side, you see Decentraland. Anyone who's in the Web3 space, the gaming space, has heard of Decentraland. It was one of the first projects that tried to build a functional metaverse. Now, they do not have the backend infrastructure that we do, so they were limited to their scalabilities. But just looking at their token, they had a peak at $9.4 billion market cap, and they're current around 1 billion-ish. Now look at their gameplay on the left side, or look at the art style, versus look at the quality that we're trying to build in Scape. So just with that in mind, that should give you an idea of, okay, this is some serious business going on here with Scape. If we take the next slide here that we just saw, we can compare it to another one, which is called Gala Games. They have a platform that is also a few different Web3 games. They had the same peak at $9.4 billion market cap, and they're currently also around 1 billion. So I'm comparing us to the biggest Web3 games right now. There's no one that has been so successful within the Web3 space as Gala Games, Decentraland, and Sandbox. But looking at the token here and comparing the game, the art style and everything to what we're building over at Scape. Another one, Sandbox, that I just mentioned, same here, same peak, also swerving around $1 billion market cap. But just compare the quality, and what we're doing at Scape is we're building something that no one has ever seen before. And I'm sure you guys are wondering, like, Marcus, where is the gameplay? Let me see more of the game. And believe me, you will. But there's a part of a strategic marketing strategy that is meant to be for the Web3 gaming space to make it successful. So there will be certain timeframes that you will receive more information, but we have to stick to the plan to be able to win over the Web2 space as well. So keep that in mind. But these images you're getting shared right now is just a quick sneak peek of what we're building, and you will see so much more within the coming weeks and months. Yeah, so Scape, I'm super excited to be here. Just gonna wrap it up a little bit, talking a little bit more about the technology and the specifics behind it and why we're building something that no one else can build. So over these 7 years, the backend technology, just to make it a little bit simplified for everyone to understand, requires a front-end team and a backend team. And as long as you have these two teams, they need to talk to one another, make a code that then converts into rules that the game flow has to follow. So if you were to implement another game into that rule box would break and the game wouldn't work anymore. That's why you see games that are creating a new game, they start from scratch over and over again. But with Scape, you don't have to do that because our technology doesn't create a rule box. It creates set rules for certain aspects of the game, meaning you can continuously have an ever-evolving world that is only limited by your imagination. We can have a full area called, for example, Chinatown, and that has Chinese games. We can have an area for horse games, car games, everything, but everything will live inside of Scape. That way we can bring in all of the players in the world and they wouldn't want to leave the ecosystem because their reward system is inside of that ecosystem. This has never been done before, and I'm super excited to have you guys part of this journey, and I'm super excited to see what we can build together. And I'm going to hand it back over to you, Raj, but I don't know about you, but I'm super excited.
Thank you so much, Marcus. Well, if you show us the projection of what has already gone into the development of the game and the technology, if we have seen what it is competing with, trust me, I'm going bonkers. I'm super excited because this is one of those platforms for our C1 family that they had different platforms in the past, but this platform that we are talking about is cemented, it's solidified, You know, they say before building before a construction and building a new house or a flat or apartment, the foundation is super important. And I believe that's what Scape has done. The foundation has been built and it's extremely steady that it can withstand anything. And therefore, we are talking about our competition with Roblox, Fortnite. Now, this is something incredible. So, thank you so much, Marcus, once again on diving into what the game is all about, how it's going to be like you mentioned, our members are expecting some in-game things or how is it going to look, but we also know that these are all information and things which are going to be staged in different phases.
Yes.
Perfect. So thank you so much, Marcus, for joining the call today with us. It's a great pleasure to have you, and we'll keep seeing you on different calls in the next coming days and weeks together. All
My
right.
pleasure.
So, dear C1 family, this was Marcus explaining us in detail, giving us the overview, talking about the team behind Scape, and therefore, I believe there's nothing better that can solidify, that can cement what we are looking at and what we are talking about. Talking about Scape's introduction, this video by the CEO and founder Bastian is already there in the C1 back office. So please make sure you go ahead and watch, look at the video. You have the captions there. Please go ahead and understand the overview and the outlook on what it is all about. Now, talking about the business mechanics. Well, the business mechanics is something that you all love, and trust me, we in C1 have made sure that the business economics are the best in its class for you and for all your members. We do have two packages in Scape. The first package is the builder package, priced at €166, giving you 50 BP, 5 activity points, and 166 rank point. This builder pack includes one Scape exclusive C1 node license. Now, if you do not understand what this is, I would again refer you back to the video of Bastian in the C1 back office, where Bastian talks about having an active and a passive rewards. Builder package is for all C1 members who are not essentially the gamers, but they are members or people who want to start with only passive rewards. It's something like, if you can imagine, it's something like, hey, how would it have been if I owned a particular node on PUBG? Or how would it have been if at all I would have owned something for FIFA or some other games, mostly the Gen Zs and the millennials keep playing over. Imagine being a part of those stepping stones when the game was not even launched, but you could have been a part of it. And rather than playing the game, you could have said that, hey, you know what? I have a node license for this game. This is what we are talking about for Scape. And this package, the Builder Pack, is exclusively for all of you. Now talking about the Ascender Pack. Ascender Pack is priced at €588, giving you 200 BP, 5 activity points for 3 months, and 588 rank points. Now, the Ascender Pack has 5 Scape exclusive C1 node license, and along with this, you have 1 free character NFT voucher. Now, what does this character NFT voucher mean? This character NFT voucher gives you a token whitelisting privilege equivalent to worth of $50 in value, 1.5x Nexus booster points, early game access to Scape, and the ongoing Scape raffles. Who is this pack meant for? This pack is meant for all business builders, leaders, and members who not only want to earn the passive but also the active reward. And this pack is meant for you. So there are only 2 packages, the Builder and the Ascender pack. Now comes the most important thing. Raj, you've explained about this, but how does this calculate? Is it binary? Is it what? Can you give us more information? Well, we have introduced the Superscape bonus. It works similar to the Ultra Shockwave. However, the Superscape bonus is absolutely different when it comes to the bonus and the rewards. First thing, if you want to receive the Superscape bonus, you need to have an active Scape package. It can be any. It can be a builder or it can be an ascender. If you have between 1 to 4 directly sponsored downlines of yours who have activated that pack within the 15 days time period, and we are talking about 1st December to 15th of December, you earn 10% on all of their packages they have activated. If you have 5 and more directly sponsored downline, you earn 20% on all of their package sales. Let's give some examples. So the first thing, to receive an active Superscape bonus, you need to have an active Scape package yourself. Let's say in this example, the circled ones are your directly sponsored downlines. So if you look at, you have 4 directly sponsored downlines who have activated 111 pack each. You will be receiving 10% on all of their packages, which means if one of your directly sponsored downline have activated 10 Scape packages, you will receive 10% on all the 10 packages. In this example, you can see that you have 4 directly sponsored downline, and let's say they've just taken 111 pack each. That's it. In this case, you would receive about €108. That's 10% because it's between 1 to 4. But the simulations change as soon as you have one more, which means if you have 5 and more directly sponsored downline, you earn 20% on all of their package sales. So in this example again, we have just, let's say, assumed that it's only 111 pack each of them buying. Then in this case, you're receiving €334. And another example is, let's say you have 5 and more than 5 directly sponsored downline, you would receive 20% on each of the package they have activated in 15 days time, which means from 1st of December to 15th of December is the first wave of Superscape bonus. And you will receive 10% or 20% on each and every package. Please listen to my words carefully. From each and every package, if one person who's your directly sponsored downline has activated 20 pack, you will receive 10% on all the 20 packs. And if 5 and above have this, your multiplier doubles from 10% to 20%. Now the start date has already begun. It's the 1st of December. The recalculation, the final and the only one recalculation, will be on the 10th of December. And the first wave for Scape ends on the 15th of December. Again, this is the time for you, all C1 members, to join and be an exclusive part of Scape, activate your package, accumulate the APs, because I know AP is something that most of you are also looking forward to in order to earn your binary and matching bonus. And what better it can be than to also have the fantastic Superscape bonus. You have 2 simple package. It's clear and a high impact compensation. There's no technical setup or hardware that's required. You have a quality product with years of development. And of course, you get an early entry into a long-term sustained vision with so many people, the decoration that you could see that Scape has with respect to people, with respect to its board. It is definitely one of the best gateways for new and experienced members whatsoever. So therefore, dear C1 family, Scape, it's the fastest and easiest digital opportunity we have ever launched. Now talking about our another service partner, Stratify. The profit overview from Stratify that comes in for the month of October is 24%, and the profit update in November is 20.38%. So in case you have not really gone ahead and understood what Stratify profit overview is, and this we're only talking about the trading profits, we're not talking about the lot commissions, the profit shares, 10 level, the CPA, the leader pool. We will have different calls as it is requested by most of you. We definitely will do that one as well. Now, time to introduce my friend and my colleague Serena to take the call forward.
Thank you so much, Ross. Hello, dear leader. It's Serena speaking. How are you today? Today, I would like to speak one of our special products. Yes, it's ultimate solution for travel, C1 travel. Yes, this is amazing platform. It was recently introduced by C1, and honestly, dear leader, it's a next level platform. So why is it so attractive? The biggest reason is the competitive pricing. As many of you already know, yes, we often use platform. We are using like a platform like hotels.com, booking.com, trip.com, and others, right? And of course, we always compare the price before making a booking. I can confidently say, dear leader, you can also compare them yourself and see C1 Travel often offer the lowest price among major platforms. And we are so lucky to have this option, dear leader. And as you know, even saving a small amount, whether it's just like a few dollars or few $100, can make a big difference when you travel, right, dear leader? But wait, there is even more to C1 Travel. When you book through C1 Travel, you not only receive premium discount, but also earn cash back through your team. So if the member you refer make bookings, you earn 10% on level 1, 5% on level 2, and 5% on level 3. So you are not only saving money, you are also earning income when your network make bookings. So this platform gives you a full additional income structure. So let's see together how to access this amazing platform. First, log into your C1 account, then go to the C store, click Learn More and select Go to Sites. A new page will open, click Login, fill out the form, and you are all set. It's very, very simple process. I know you are all an ambitious and passionate entrepreneur in C1, so sometimes we have no time to travel, but even if you don't travel often, many of you do attend our C1 conference, right? So now imagine this. You book hotel for yourself through C1 Travel and your team is doing the same. Just doing that can already create extra income for you. So that's amazing, dear leader. And here is another big benefit. C1 Travel accepts also crypto payments, something most other travel platforms don't offer yet. So everyone, once this LG call finish, make sure to complete your C1 Travel registration right away. All right, that's all from me today. Now I will invite my colleague Julie.
Thank you so much, Serena. What an amazing and wonderful insight we are having today in this LG call. Dear leaders, talking about our C1 products, we have our C1 Fitness that is currently in your back offices as well. So you see, C1 Fitness is a new way for our community to stay active and get rewarded. So it works for everyone. Whether you are just getting started in fitness or you are already a dedicated or you're already dedicated to fitness,
the app helps you to track your daily activities. And also, you have amazing or challenges that you are able to complete. There are fun challenges there that you are able to complete as well and earn fit coins as you move. So you can start for free or you can choose the premium version for better tracking and better rewards. Every step you take, every workout you complete, and every milestone you hit helps you to build real progress. Yes, dear C1 members. Dear leaders, also C1 Fitness gives you special access to the Ultra Human. So this is one of the top health tracking brands in the world. So members can get, you members or you leaders can get an exclusive 15% discount on all Ultra Human products, including the popular Ultra Human Ring. So after a successful launch at the C1 World Conference in Bangkok 2025, the platform continues to grow with new features, better insights, and more ways to earn Bitcoins. So it's simple. It's a very simple but yet a powerful way to turn your daily movements into real results. Also, how do you get into the C1 Fitness application? All you need to do is to log into your C1 account, go to your C store, find the C1 Fitness in the featured products, then you just click on login. Once you click on login, then you are able to access this C1 Fitness. Otherwise, you can also download it either from your Android or your Apple's phones. Go to your App Store or go to your Google Play Store and you will be able to download this wonderful application and get started. As you all know, health is wealth. So it all starts here as well in C1. We want you to be healthy, to carry on with your business in C1. Okay, and talking about Planet IX, dear C1 leaders, please do not miss your chance to secure the powerful rewards in the Planet IX Season 2. We have the AIX pre-sales that will be closing on the 7th of December. So we barely have 4 days to go. So this is the moment. So giving you limited time to claim your exclusive C1 bonuses from the AIX packs and gain a measure early advantage as well once the game or once the season launches. So each pack includes AIX airdrops. So we have AIX airdrop points, we have AI credits, we have artificial cores, and also you have the chance to unlock the super AIX bonus of up to 20% from the total sales of your downlines. Plus, for every 5,000 euro worth of packs you open, you earn 1,000 euros in AIX bonus from the 1 million euro reward pool. So and then once you open more, of course, the more you open, the more you are going to earn. So you should earn more while this promotion or this pre-sale lasts. So season 2 rewards starts from day 1. As soon as the season is launched, your rewards you will be able to secure your rewards from the pack. So secure your packs now and strengthen your position before the launch happens. All right, so thank you all so much for joining today's leadership call. And to leave you with this, or before you go, remember to stay inspired, remember to take decisive action and lead your teams with vision and purpose. And together, we create momentum, achieve results, and build a stronger and brighter future for C1. Thank you all leaders and see you next week.